Steve.
Hey, it counts. We don't start over. We don't edit. That counts.
No do-overs.
You know what? I appreciate the authenticity of this music that starts us out. It puts us on the right note.
It sounded like you were going to say authenticness, but then you switched to authenticity.
You thought I was going to say acoustic guitar.
Sure did.
I think I heard that jingle the other day on someone else's podcast. Steve.
Yeah, Steve, what are you doing?
Odds are it's probably on a lot of podcasts. It's three
Yeah,
chords.
and it sounds like it should be on all the podcasts.
I was joking, but he just admitted.
Dude, no, I slaved a long time working to try
Can't say that anymore.
I indentured servitude for a long time to try and find something that would be original and catchy and simple. And that's what I came up with.
And you bombed it.
I boofed it, dude.
Well, hello, everybody.
It's been a while since
And welcome to the podcast.
the first go around, dude, I crushed it. I'm going to need to do a hard reboot. I'm going to set my mic down. You guys keep going with the pod. Let me do a reboot.
This is the tough one. This
Welcome,
is a tough
everybody.
start. But you know what? We're going to push through for the fans because they need this. They need a tough start.
I'm seeing the comments coming in right now, and they're telling us to get to the point.
Hey, welcome to Unsolid Opinions with the boys. We got the original cast with Luke being a guest. Thank you for showing up, buddy.
That's toxic.
We got
Big
Dano.
shoes to fill, by the way.
Did you
Last
say
guest we had was a banger.
Toxic.
That's extremely
You're being toxic right now. Yeah, he crushed it. Sean, we love you. You're welcome back anytime. Again, Luke's
Except for
just
when I'm here.
one conversation away from it being Sean. So you gotta prove yourself today. Bring your A game.
I always bring my A game.
Sean technically did
That's-
accept last week to replace you.
It's fine.
He made a good case for it.
It's fine. I'll see you in court.
Told you we should have
Dude,
drafted legal papers.
If anyone
I knew he was
has
litigious.
the money to buy you out, it's Sean. So we're okay.
That's true.
That's actually very true.
He'll buy
You
a
should
whole
have heard-
podcast.
Eventually, when you catch up from being in mid-June right now,
I'm
trying to
in the beginning of June.
Okay, well, once you catch up to like current day podcasts, you're gonna hear how much money he has. It's old money.
Oh, dude, I believe it.
He owns Marshall, Virginia.
Father's last name.
Say Middleburg.
Let's just
Oh,
continue.
Middleburg. Yeah,
the
thoughts
people.
on last week?
Last week, I hated it.
It
My fault.
was too
having
funny.
Because I'm
Everyone
laughing so
else's.
hard. I
Yeah.
But I
can't
think-
help it.
Truthfully, I think it's good to have some laughter caught on mic,
Sure.
so that people know it's okay to laugh now. This is a good laugh track.
I think they're laughing the whole time, regardless.
But I just wish
it's
we
not
had
what
like
we're saying.
better laughs than the airy, breathy things. They're like a would be
That's kind
great.
of evil sounding.
Yeah, the villainous.
That wasn't
laughs would be
villain.
perfect.
Villainous. That's the right word.
All right, I'll try and implement that today. We'll see how we do.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
Doing great.
Luke, how's your foot?
It's still broken. Well, I mean, I guess they fixed it. It's not broken anymore. It's
Still broken. It's just not fused back together. You know.
I mean, they fused it with nails and a plate, so I guess it's not broken, right?
How many
I
nails
think
you
it's
got?
still broken because the
60.
bones are not
60?
whole.
6.
Oh, 6. Nice.
6 nails with a plate to hold it like in place.
Dude,
but I
it's like
still
when you're
can't put
building
weight
a
on
deck
it.
and you have to join two boards together side to side. And
That's
you
what
put
the
that
surgeon
plate in.
actually. He was.
That's a
he
very
built decks.
relatable reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do they use? Like a nail gun or a hammer?
I actually don't know. I was asleep. It was great. I'm assuming
We
it's
have the
more of like a
YouTube one.
hammer.
Can we have?
I'm
Dan
assuming they're not.
continue to
What is a
be a
what is
carpenter?
a
A
screw?
grinder.
Well, no.
A
What
drill.
is a screw? What are they? What do they call the parts on the screw that
Keep
screw?
going.
The threads.
The threads. Thank you. I'm assuming they don't have threads, so
Yeah,
it's probably
probably
more
not
of a
if they're
nail.
nails.
Yeah. So,
So are they nails or are they screws?
they called them screws, but on the X-ray it looks more like nails. For a clean removal, I would imagine.
Mystery.
Yeah. I mean, we could always open it up and find out on the pod.
Let's do it.
I think it's great. Put that dog up here.
Yeah, but it sucks. I still can't put weight on it, so it's rough.
Yeah. How many weeks into the 6 weeks are you?
This is the fourth week, I think.
Oh, dude, you'll be good in no time.
I'm hoping that my next appointment they tell me I can walk. But anyway, yeah.
Are you gonna?
Go ahead.
It's just kind of.
Go ahead.
It's like a Jesus miracle. Like walk. Anyway,
That'd be great.
Are you gonna remember how to get to your job?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember how to do anything.
Are you taking any of this time to like? It's just you and your daughter, or are you just letting Morgan take the brunt of that?
What do you mean?
The other day I saw him hold his daughter.
I do hold the dog.
He did borrow my PlayStation controller last night.
Are you ever alone
Thank you so much.
with your daughter?
Like where Morgan's left the house? No, because it's a little risky. Because I can only do so much. Like I can still help out, but for me to like have her at home, luckily she's still off work, so it's not really an issue yet.
It's the same thing with me. You never know what's going to happen. So it's
Sure.
just best that she just keeps them the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's just a good pattern to go forward with. Even when my foot's better, is just no reason to leave me at home with the kid because I could break my foot again.
Yeah, that's true.
We have stairs in the house, so
The fact that you've held it is incredible. Like it, yes.
okay.
I don't think Ben's still held his daughter.
That's true. I've never seen it. Have you?
Yeah, actually, he ran away from a grizzly.
I
with it.
zoned out. This has been so Were you guys talking about me?
Yeah, for like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's time to ask how someone
All right,
else's
well.
week was.
Speaking of daughters, my daughter.
Back to the last topic.
No. This is this week. This is what happened to me.
More
to my
ticks.
daughter.
I almost threw up re-listening to last week's episode. So keep ticks out of it.
Okay.
Also Gatorade.
Puss balls and Gatorade.
So I
funny.
walked outside, and I saw my daughter holding one of our chickens, her chicken, the nice one. The thing is so mangled.
She has her own
But,
chicken.
Yeah, it's the one that
You're so rich.
is nice, and we'll let her pick it up. Anyways, I see her holding the chicken up to the rooster, so that the rooster and this chicken is face to face, and I could tell the rooster. We have the nicest rooster, but I could tell this time he's like, I don't think I want her holding that chicken right now, and then jumped up and attacked her for the first time.
Oh my goodness.
But it was pretty mild because I was right behind her, and so I think he just jumped up and hit her and ran, but drew blood.
Dang.
And that chicken was also super bloody, so I think that
Ew.
chicken worked as a shield or something. Or maybe it was already injured, and that's why the rooster didn't want her holding it.
Worked as a shield. You could have just said maybe took the brunt of the attack, but the chicken worked as a
The
shield.
chicken meat shield.
Dude, I'm just telling you right now, if I had chickens and the rooster attacked my daughter, I wouldn't have that chicken anymore.
You'd
No,
be
eating
eating
it.
Or the
chicken.
rooster.
That chicken.
Would
or
you
the,
eat
No,
it?
the rooster would be munched. I would be munching that thing.
100%.
Yeah, well, if he starts being aggressive, then.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, after this.
You mean if it continues? Yeah.
There's more
We're
blood
gonna give him
drawn.
3 more chances.
Yeah. 3 strikes you're out kind of rule.
How are we going to hatch eggs without him?
Dude, yeah, you can't just kill anything that attacks your children.
Well,
What-
I know
what do
2
you-
people have roosters, or had roosters. One of them attacked their daughter, killed it off instantly.
The daughter?
Well, yeah, you're not going to kill a rooster for just
Oh my god.
being himself.
Animal's gonna animal.
The other one jumped at my friend's mom, and she fell and broke her ankle, I think.
Whoa.
Or sprained her ankle. So
Lord.
that
Dude.
chicken
Was
got
she
eaten for
walking
dinner
on her
too.
hands?
They're little dinosaurs.
No, she was not walking on her hands, I don't think.
How do you
That
fall
would be
and
a
break your
twist.
ankle? Your ankle's like this far off the ground.
Dude, what kind of ankles do you have?
How did he break
Ben's
his
in a
foot?
mood tonight.
His foot was
How
on the ground.
shallow are your feet?
This shallow. You've seen them, you know.
For all of our listening audience,
It's like a piece of paper.
Ben pantomimed holding an inch in his.
No, that
That is not, dude.
Yeah, that's a Steve
Not
inch.
an inch.
Okay, is about a half centimeter. Jeez,
Someone's
Okay.
been lying.
Ew, what is?
guys, this is not a good podcast.
No, but Steve, how was your week? Oh, that was a
Something
noise.
just happened.
What was it?
My mic cut out for a second.
Same.
Oh.
Power surge.
You guys are trying to sabotage
It was,
me?
It was all just Luke. We had a 2-year-old birthday party, which was so fun.
Did you get the kazoos?
I didn't get any kazoos. I was really bummed by that. I crushed that pinata too. I pushed the kids out of the way to get it. Wasn't no kazoos.
Like Dwight Schrute, I don't need it.
I actually made that joke, and I
Nobody
don't think
got
anyone
it.
got it.
That's a shame.
My brother-in-law might have. He's an office guy.
Nope. Luke's mic's out. Good to see you.
Okay. Well, you just had to plug in the microphone.
Thanks, dude. They were
Any
trying to
excuse?
sabotage me from the beginning.
To get off.
Just
you know
trying to get
whose
Sean
mic
back.
didn't go back is.
Yeah.
No, but I had a decent week. Peter has started a bunch of sports. So we had basketball and soccer yesterday and basketball and hockey today. So we're in that season.
Oh.
Not looking forward to it.
A lot of driving.
A lot of driving. Dude, my phone is going crazy, and I tried to silence it in my pocket, and instead it just took a screen grab.
You been doing any flying recently?
Dude, I haven't flown in so long.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after that guy said you needed to go see him?
That was an off the pod conversation.
That's why it was very vague.
Yeah, I haven't. I've kind of gotten blown off by a couple people, so
Yeah.
I have to keep reaching
I hear
out.
you.
Sure.
I think I might be one of those people. Am I one of those people?
No, I have not asked to hang
Okay.
out with you.
I thought you were trying to get together with my dad, and I haven't set that up for you.
Oh no, you tried to set it up, and I blew that off.
Oh, okay, so that's how it worked.
Yeah.
Just wanted to see if we remember it the same
Oh,
way.
because your dad has private jets.
Mm,
Just the one private jet.
And he won't even give me any.
A squadron.
a small
Squadron.
fleet.
Speaking of groups of things, I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Oh yes, I love questions about
Alright.
things.
I'm going to give you a name for a group of animals, and you got to tell me what animal it pertains to.
Easy,
Fauna.
Okay.
all of them.
Deer.
What is a shrewdness?
Mammals. Oh, wait. What?
A shrewdness, shrews.
No.
Isn't that a word?
It is a
Not
word. For instance, a troop is for baboons.
Monkeys.
Is it?
What is a shrewdness?
Oh.
Shrewdness. Shrewdness.
Can we have a hint?
It's alphabetical. I'm starting at the top.
Anteaters.
No. It's an ape. I've never.
I couldn't think of any animals.
We're a shrewdness of great apes.
Do you know
right
what they
now.
call a group of crows?
a murder?
It's so weird.
What do you call a group of cheetahs?
Cheats.
A pack of cheetahs.
A coalition.
No.
Dude, this is a weird list. Anyway,
A coalition.
I actually have
yeah.
heard that.
Can you imagine a coalition of cheetahs?
I would not want to be a part of that
No.
coalition. Tell you that much.
I mean, I'd like to be a part of that coalition. I'd like to not be on the others. I wouldn't like to be. Well, actually, the shrewdness can probably handle the coalition.
Depending on numbers.
I would say more of the troop.
Have you heard the
What's the troop
question?
again?
The baboons. They're
Oh,
vicious.
dude, but baboons are
yeah.
vicious, but
But an ape,
an
dude.
ape is gonna depending
Ape?
on the ape.
All right, well, what
Have you
about a
seen
baboon
Planet of the
versus
Apes?
an ape?
1-on-1, the ape's gonna kill the baboon. Just grab
Yeah,
it by
yeah.
the tail.
Yeah.
That's the defining factor.
Hold on.
Well,
How big are the apes? I'm picturing
Apes
like
are
little
like the
chimpanzees.
whiteback ones, dude.
No, dude, we're
Silverback.
talking about whiteback
I'm thinking about
gorillas.
gorillas.
You know, it's
Whiteback?
silverback.
It's silverback. I was making fun of.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's my fault.
It's like I've never heard of that.
So
one.
an ape is a gorilla.
Let's find out.
An
Not
ape is
like a
any monkey
chimpanzee.
without a tail. So chimpanzee is also an ape, but chimpanzees are the strongest things ever, and they also have fangs like a baboon, but they're stronger than a baboon.
A chimpanzee has fangs.
Gorillas are a type of ape.
Yes. Yes.
Aren't
I
they
know.
all types of apes?
I just told you the distinction. It's a monkey without a tail.
Dude, 300 to 600 pounds.
For what? A
They
gorilla?
can grow to be 66 inches long. Why do they always do inches? I don't.
And what is long?
Wait, you want to do it by centimeters?
4.5. Dude, was it chimpanzees we were talking about? No, baboons. Sorry.
I'm so over this conversation. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, this is.
I thought it'd be really.
That was brutal.
Man, we didn't have to try this hard when Sean was here. What changed? What changed?
Sounds like it's a you problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe. Ben, how's your week? Did we get to you?
dude. Well, it's kind of a bummer. A customer of mine.
If you say anything about selling fishing supply,
He's a genius. Like, he might be the smartest guy I know. And he and I disagree politically, which might be an indictment on my political views. I have to evaluate that. But
Good word.
he... Huh?
That's a good word.
Oh, thanks.
Good word choice.
But he'll always, like, say little comments to get me to engage, right? Knowing that... And I know he's going to smoke me. And then I will engage, and then he'll just smoke me.
Dude, he smokes you?
Dude, yeah. George is like, he's a genius. And he has a brain that, like, never forgets anything.
How do you know this guy?
He's a customer of my dad's, long time, like, good friend of my dad's, and
He's a friend of the
he's a
show.
good friend of mine. I mean, we're good friends.
You should have him on the podcast.
I say that to him all the time. He's like, no, I don't want to come on your stupid podcast. I'm like, man.
But he listens.
Does
But he
he know
listens.
there's tens of people that listen.
Yeah, I gotta tell him that. And then another customer of mine told me this weird story, right? And I actually, yeah, okay, I remember it. So he was saying that he used to watch his neighbor's cat, and so the cat would, I guess, kind of get used to going over to his house or something. And then the cat just disappeared, and his neighbor was like super distraught. So his neighbor, like after a while, hired a psychic to come and like try to find this cat. And so psychic came, said the cat's in dire, need of help. Like it's not doing well. And it's in a window well, like where a window's below below ground. It's got a, what a window well is, right?
A window well.
Everybody knows. Okay.
A basement window.
Yeah. So she called my customer and said, "Hey, do you guys have any window wells around here?" I was like, "Yeah, I have one." He goes to his window well, finds the cat dead in his window well.
Gross.
Guess the psychic
What?
wasn't really right.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
You're
a
right.
bad place.
Unless the woman like waited a bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
But-
if it was spot on and now he has a ghost cat.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought we
Like stuck
established
in-
those are tough to come by.
And then another thing that
Tough
happened
to
to
come
me.
by, but not impossible.
Another thing that happened to me this week is a paint drop landed right in my eye.
Dude,
So that was a lame.
Was this-
that was pretty lame.
I love how ready for this question you were. It's a new record that you had.
I just
it
thought of
lined
all
up.
of this while you guys were blabbering on about apes. I had plenty of time.
What's an ape?
An ape? A chimpanzee?
No, but like, what's the definition of an ape?
The way you're acting right now?
Oh!
Shoot. No, that one works. That's good.
It's pretty good. You got
Is this
me
the
good.
same eye that you poked yourself with a stick?
Yeah, exact eye. It's been going through a
Dude,
lot right
you have a
recently.
problem. My God.
Dude, your right eye's got to be crushing it right now.
Yeah, dude, my right eye's looking good. A lot clearer than my left eye these days.
Oh my gosh, dude, my dad had cataract surgery, and it was like one eye worked well, but the other eye they like botched the surgery or something.
Ooh.
So now he has to like wear an eye patch when it's like bright out.
Forever?
Like,
For the rest of his life?
well, unless he can afford to do another surgery and try and fix it again.
Which
But
eye do you choose to look at on a wandering eye person?
the one that's looking at me?
What if neither are?
Then you look in between the eyes.
Wait,
I
what are
always-
you saying?
I always feel like they're on to me.
Yeah.
You know, someone that has a wandering eye,
Like a lazy eye?
or like
No,
one that's just, like
wandering.
completely off.
Like you're having a conversation and that joker's he's going for a walk.
Dude, I don't think
Both
I've
of
ever
them-
encountered that.
Both of them aren't looking at you.
Okay.
Because
I've never had
they don't
it-
really have control very well over one of them.
I've never had it that both of them aren't looking at me.
Oh,
You can
there's someone I see regularly that is like that.
You can usually see the one that they have control over because it'll look at you and then look away and then look at you and then look away.
Yeah,
So that's the one I pick.
I try to do that.
Or I'll just kind of look down like I'm deep in thought. What about you?
I don't know about me personally, but my wife's brother, he has to wear glasses that straighten his eyes out like crazy. And it's kind of, I mean, I hate saying that it's so stinking funny, but it is because like he'll take his glasses off and it'll be like a second. And then this eye will just be like, it's out of control.
The glasses
My sister-
will straighten the eye out?
I don't know how it works, dude.
My sister does it, has the same thing. She can control it now where she'll just like let her eye just go right in whenever. But
That'd be cool if you could control it like that.
yeah, my 5-year-old will be driving down the road after like a long day. Whenever he gets tired, this eye just kind of wanders. And you're like, focus. Like, I'm not getting you glasses. And he like focuses and he does it. But you see his eyes just start to like separate. It's so
That's
creepy.
kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I used to try and separate my eyes all the time, and I can't do it.
Try it right now.
Nope, those are locked in.
I don't think you're trying hard enough. We'll check back in later.
I was on the spot, so
Dan, how was your week?
I already told you about the chicken.
That was pretty lame. That was more of like your daughter's
Did we
week.
ask you what your week is like or just ask you how your foot's doing?
That's basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much your
Not
whole
much
life
going
right
on
now.
in your life these days.
Not much.
Sorry to hear that, man.
It's all right. I just bought a bunch of gym equipment I'm excited to use when I can actually function as a man. I mean, I can function as a man. When I can walk again.
I don't understand.
Did you guys hear about? Well, I know you've heard about, but the people stuck in space. It's like real life Lost in Space.
The only thing I know
No.
about is
They're
what
not
you-
really lost. They're just
They're
stuck
just
in
stuck
space.
in space.
Can you break it down for us? You have the background info.
I mean, basically, there's some astronauts that went up to the Space Center in June. It was supposed to be 9 days long. Then their spaceship could not come back to Earth safely with them on it. From Boeing. This is amongst all of Boeing's other issues with with
That
their
is
planes.
so wild.
Yeah, so then Boeing was trying to fix their issues and get them down as fast as possible. What are we in? It's almost September now. So that's like July, August, September.
Good job.
Like
I
3
like that
months.
you kept counting.
Like 3 months.
November, December.
We're also
So now NASA hired SpaceX to develop a rocket to go up into space and get them. So now they're stuck there till February.
Are you serious?
Crazy. Yeah, so these people are going to come back like noodles.
How are they being nourished?
I'm assuming they can just send up rockets there that aren't carrying people. I haven't read that.
Why do we have this space station, dude?
just learn about space.
What is there to learn about?
But it's an international space station. No countries have a. I guess you have to throw it up there without anyone in it.
That's what I was wondering too, but I think other countries use our rockets as well. I think we all share shuttles to
I
go
mean,
there.
so that's so stupid.
What's the point of it?
We need it back to the 60s when it was just us.
Homogeny.
Because, yeah. Anyway,
We didn't.
like,
go
we
to the
couldn't
moon.
just put one astronaut, like, hey, scooch over, share a seatbelt. Judith is going home this week. And then the next one that comes, old Randy's going to squeeze in between the two Russians. Like, I
Those
feel
are
like
cable stew.
we should be able to figure this out.
Yeah, I don't know. How do we talk about how big the space station is?
Did that come off?
'Cause someone told me it's the size of a football field.
Did that come off a camera?
Really?
I
Yeah,
thought
the
it was
cable came
a lot
unplugged from the
smaller than
camera.
that.
We may have lost the camera.
That's right. We got 2 other cameras.
Yeah.
As big as a football field.
As big as a football field is what I was told.
That's kind of a weird
I didn't
thing
check
to
it.
compare it to.
How's that a weird thing to compare it to?
I mean, is it as big as a football field? If like all the tunnels combined would be like 100 yards, or is it like? Because I'm imagining it's not a big block, right?
Imagine leaps and bounds. on a
Dude,
football
leaps
field.
and bounds. Great pool.
place. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
It
is
was like
either.
Like-
all the bounce house places and stuff nowadays, but back in the 90s.
All the
it's-
tubes. Do you remember
Whoa.
Discovery Zone?
Oh, the tube
'Cause It was
places.
Discovery Zone, and then it was leaps and bounds, and then turned into Chuck E. Cheese. The one
Whoa.
specific place.
I know Chuck E.
Oh,
Cheese.
dude,
Yeah,
I
I've heard
remember
of that
Chuck E.
one.
Cheese.
Anyways,
Great pizza.
Great
Hey.
pizza.
Question for you guys: would you rather?
Uh-oh. I knew it was going to resort to this.
Would you rather have a parrot that's on your shoulder all the time that is
Kind of tight.
slightly racist,
Hmm.
or your wife's hair is spaghetti? So if you like,
Seasoned?
Yeah, what kind of
seasoned
noodles are we talking
spaghetti,
about too?
But it
Angel
will
hair?
like it'll fall apart just like spaghetti. Like it's
Oh, so you're talking about gluten-free spaghetti.
exactly.
Unedible.
So like
What kind of cut are we doing? Like fettuccine? Are we doing angel hair?
Yeah, dude, if we're talking angel hair,
we're doing
I'm...
penne.
Penne?
Oh,
just
dude.
kidding.
Actually, that would be
No, it's just straight up.
kind of beautiful.
I mean...
No, but like
Can you
just
eat it?
spaghetti noodles. You cannot
Yeah,
eat
you
it.
can-
It's just hair, dude.
You can't eat it.
well, then why make it spaghetti at all?
Because if you like touch the back of her head, it'll deteriorate and like fall out and stuff. It's just
So
spaghetti hair.
Cooked spaghetti. It's not
Yeah.
just hard.
Yeah.
Well, it'd crack off if it was.
I
Does
would
it grow back?
Honestly, I'd rather have the racist parrot.
Slowly.
I hate to say it.
Well,
Do you?
You can't
will
muzzle the parrot.
Does the racist parrot reflect on you?
I mean, it's your
People's
parrot.
image.
I mean, you
People
have
think that you
So
are giving him
you would have to be because they just
Oh.
copy, right? Do they have minds of
not
their
this
own?
parrot.
this parrot has a mind of its
The
own.
African gray.
Would it poop on your back the whole time?
The African gray
Shoulder.
is as smart as a 3-year-old. So birds can think for themselves.
What would you rather have?
The racist parrot, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, could you imagine not even being able to eat around your wife because you're always so disgusted by the food growing out of her hair?
Or not being able to eat her hair?
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, the parrot's definitely the only option here.
Wait a second.
What did you say?
I said, or not being able to eat her hair.
You're talking about the pasta hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course.
You don't eat your wife's hairs?
That's gross.
Anyway.
Hey, does your wife's leave a crap load of hair on
Yes,
the side
every
of the shower?
wife
Yes.
does.
Okay.
That's a
Just making sure.
Wait, what? Explain this to me, fellas. What's
Mine,
going on?
It's just all over the floor, I feel like.
What about the shower wall?
Yeah.
it's a
What are you
common-
talking about?
My wife puts her loose hairs on the shower wall.
That's better than the floor.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she clean them off when she's done? That would be
Well,
normal.
We can't all be married to your wife, dude. We tried. It doesn't work.
That is true. You did try. You made a play.
We tried.
Wait. Okay.
My wife's my silver medal.
Whoa,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow. This is.
Wow. Should we restart the podcast?
Yeah, I saw something online. It said, "Would you accept $1 million if it meant there was a snail for the rest of your life that was going to try and kill you, and if it touches you, you die? It will not do anything
No.
but follow you for the rest of your life."
No shot.
Can you pick it up and move it back?
No, if you
As
touch
soon as
it, you
it
die.
touches you, you die.
How big is the snail?
It's a snail.
How big is the
Yeah, dude.
snail?
You gotta
I think
understand.
it's
There's a
snail size.
huge variation between sizes of snails.
It's true.
All right, I'm saying the
Marcel the
shell.
shell?
Yeah, a quarter size
That
for
would
the
be pretty
shell.
cute.
He's trying to kill you.
yeah.
Does she have a nice accent?
Yeah, dude. Did you know that Marcel the Shell was voiced by
Jenny Slate,
the girl from Parks and Rec?
also named Jenny
That's
Slate.
not true.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The
John Ralphio's
John
sister.
Ralphio's sister, who's so annoying.
She's a
Oh, yes. I thought you meant the main character.
Leslie Knope?
Leslie Knope.
No.
Dude, she wishes.
She wishes she could be Marcel the Shell.
Didn't they make a movie out
Dude,
of Marcel?
that show was so good that it could survive the unlikability of Leslie Knope.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. She was such a terrible TV
Who's
character.
your
pretty
favorite
annoying.
character in that show?
Ron
Well,
Swanson.
obviously.
Is it Ron or Andy?
I would say probably Andy.
They're both pretty great.
Well,
also,
Ron Swanson.
I was
Aziz.
thinking Chris Traeger's amazing.
So is Gary Gergich. Stop.
And Perkins.
Poopy.
Dude, yeah. I filmed that and just sent it to people every now and then.
Yeah, that's a great show
It really is.
because the main character was horrible.
But there's so many good supporting characters.
Yeah, they carried the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I felt about New Girl with
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel. She
Yeah.
got really annoying
She
later
was
on.
annoying
Yeah.
by the end, yeah, but she was funny. The quirkiness of her was charming at first,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But-
it
but the
worked.
three
Then the
roommates
guys carried it.
carried the whole
Yeah,
show.
dude,
They're
Jake
so funny.
Johnson was amazing, dude.
Dude, I love when Winston was doing his puzzles.
What did he say when he was like, getting in my puzzle?
He's did him
He's
naked.
always in his underwear or something.
Dude, when he would get pranky, it is so funny.
Yeah, dude. You could, like back up, like looking at people all creepy.
Or like
He's like, you take it
his
way too far.
pranks, Yeah. dude.
What if we just lower one of his shoes like super small? He'll have back trouble for life.
It's either not enough or way too much.
Just hit him with the ski. Yeah,
This
that
is a
shit-
really good segment for
that
those
shit
of
was
us
funny.
that haven't watched New Girl. So, shout out to you guys.
Also, you know what shows I was thinking about that you guys were talking about? One of the pods that I never saw the episode that you both loved was the holiday episode or Halloween episode
Halloween,
of
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. I never saw. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never seen one episode of Boy Meets World.
that
Oh
tracks.
My God.
That tracks.
Yeah, obviously you were born in 2013.
So, yeah.
When, is that
Were
true?
you born in the 2000s?
Yeah, were you?
No.
Do you know about 9/11? How old were you at 9/11?
4?
Wow.
5.
I'm sorry that it was so destructive to your world.
It was. I remember where I was. I really do.
You remember where
Inside
it
your
was?
mom's belly?
I was 5 years old. What does your wife's gestational period look like?
Ew.
5 years.
Next. Next. Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. Pass. Where were you in 9/11?
On 9/11?
No, in it.
Preschool?
I was sitting at home, and I remember my mom getting a phone call from my dad.
You just gotten back from the country club.
It was the
No,
pool.
this is when we lived out in the country, so the country club wasn't around.
Yeah, you just gotten back from the fox hunt.
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
They just came back from summering in Maine.
Nantucket.
Yeah,
Oof.
close.
Never.
Isn't Nantucket part of Maine?
think
Or is
it's
it
Massachusetts.
I think
Massachusetts?
it's Massachusetts.
Okay. Have you
Pretty
guys
sure.
ever been? I want to go.
No. We should go.
Okay. Let's
Odd
do it.
trip.
I'd pod trip.
Hey, you guys remember when we went to Florida and slept in a van?
No.
Yeah, I was talking about that last week.
That was fun.
It was fun.
We should do that kind of stuff
Except
more
for your
often.
clacking toenails, apparently.
It's true, dude. They had to buy me nail clippers.
Gross.
Haven't trimmed my
That's
nails
nasty.
again to this day.
Actually, did we ever talk about Luke almost getting arrested for stealing a gigantic clam?
That was me and Jason almost getting arrested. And we didn't almost get arrested.
Well, fined like $200,000.
We were
or something.
advised that we could be fined.
Is that when
Long
you
story
became a
short,
cop?
me and Jason, friend of the show, big time listener, hopefully.
No,
Probably not.
No.
he doesn't listen.
We were in Key West with Dan and some other people, and we were swimming in like the really clear water, and we saw this massive conch shell, like 2 feet wide. Like it was massive.
It was huge.
It was
It was
huge.
like
Would
a
you
little
say it's
smaller
the-
than this thing.
The size of a football field?
No, about 2 to 3 times the size of a football. Similar shape too.
Can you go by inches or centimeters?
Wait,
36,
you said 2 to 3 times the size of a football?
dude. It was
Yes.
massive,
It was huge. It was like this thing.
dude. It was huge, and so it was
Well,
like,
dude, you gotta try to steal that thing.
dude, obviously. So it was like 15 feet down, clear water, right? So Jason and I go down. It was so heavy that what we had to do was we would swim down, pick it up, swim on the bottom of the floor for like 5 feet, drop it, come back up.
It was like
So
an
we-
hour and a half.
We
of
worked
this.
for like an hour and a half to get this thing to shore.
What?
Worked so hard, dude. Finally got this thing to shore. We were so proud of ourselves. And you could slowly see what's the thing on the inside?
The crab?
the tongue.
Sure.
Like
The foot.
The
pearl.
The thing was coming out slowly, and this thing was going to be massive. But someone
dude,
came by and he
I
was like,
feel
hey,
bad
just
that
so you
guys
guys
are messing
know,
with it.
he was like, if you take that's like a $5,000 fine. So he's like, you might want to put that back.
5,000.
We were disappointed.
Did you
Well,
go and put it back where you
It
found
probably
it?
would have
or did
gotten
you-
taken.
I think we
at-
probably
They
put it
just like
I think we put it
threw
like,
it
we
into
probably
the
put it in
way.
like 4 feet water.
Oh, so you had it out of the water.
Oh, we were on shore. Yeah, we made it back.
Well, that's nice that somebody told you could get busted. And also,
What would you
why
have done?
Would you guys
Is that
trying
just
to
going to
take
ride
that
in the
thing?
back of your truck with this creature?
We'll have to go on the plane.
I don't know what we would have done, but Steve, it was
That
one of
brings
those
me back.
moments that you just did it.
Luke and I also went to the Philippines,
Well, Luke was like 16, so.
and we got a starfish.
I was like 17 years old.
This time.
Yeah, we got a starfish.
Yeah, and
that we
we-
tried to take back to America. So I left it on the vent in our hotel room
So
to
gross.
dry out, And then we changed our minds and just left it there. So
Dude, it started
it
to shrivel
smelled
up.
so bad.
Remember, it started to like die.
Well, yeah.
Also, that water. I was just talking to someone about this recently. We were swimming in sewage, weren't we?
Yeah, we were swimming in sewage.
Oh gosh.
Were you guys
But
in the Olympics?
What reminded me of that is the clams there. They told us that if you stick your arm in there and they shut your arm in there, you just drown. Because you can just wave water into their mouths or whatever that is, and they'll instantly close up like a Venus flytrap. So if your arm gets stuck in there, you're screwed.
You think it would cut your arm off?
I missed
No.
it. What creatures?
Those giant clams, because they
Oh.
were everywhere in the Philippines.
Do you remember? It was the Philippines that we went snorkeling.
Yeah.
So we went snorkeling, and it was like
You guys do any mission work while you're there?
oh,
or-
dude, it was incredible. So we went snorkeling, and it was like the most
Gotta fix
beautiful.
the sewage issue.
What do they
We
call?
actually did dig a sewer.
Yeah, and that guy got bit by a big old spider. Dude, it was
That
bad.
Makes me.
He got left in Hawaii.
Captain
out.
America, dude, he was dying, I think. But what do you call those like underwater where it's like really pretty? What is that called? A coral reef?
Coral reef?
Yeah. So there's like coral reefs everywhere. But there was remember no one told us to watch out for those sea urchins because they were everywhere. And I didn't know that they're deadly at that point. 17 years old. Life's just a big old playground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just like kicking our feet around these things with spikes like this long. 4 inches? Centimeters?
That's about 6.
Yeah. And we could have died.
Well, there was also a girl that we were with that was getting chased by a snake that apparently was one of the most poisonous snakes in the world that we heard from a translator later.
Snakes aren't poisonous.
Well,
Water snakes are.
They're venomous.
That's true.
It's a nerd thing to say, and I knew Steven was going there.
Poisonous is you cannot eat it. Venomous is it cannot eat you.
Say it again.
So would you eat
you cannot
a
eat
venomous snake?
If you eat
I
something
guess you
that's
could.
poisonous, it'll make you sick.
That's like you can eat a scorpion and be fine because it's venomous. It's not poisonous.
Really?
So fish are poisonous.
Pufferfish.
Pufferfish.
what?
Wait, you can eat something that's venomous.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
eaten a pufferfish?
Okay.
No.
No.
Did you know that you have to be licensed to cook them because they have super deadly poison in them?
Yeah. Wow.
Isn't that the?
So they're really expensive to eat.
What's the
too.
most deadly or most venomous or poisonous fish? Like tiger, lionfish, or something? Have you seen that?
The most
thing?
venomous or deadly?
think
Which
puffer
one are
fish.
you asking about?
I don't know if it's poisonous or venomous. Now I'm questioning
Where there's the
word.
Goliath tiger fish,
think that's
which
what it
is
is.
in the Congo.
I think that's what I'm talking about. It's got stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
And
looking.
it's got a double hinged jaw.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing
Oh.
is gnarly.
Dude,
Like scissors.
Yeah, kind of.
Wait.
Just the
Crazy.
top.
That's a normal jaw.
Scissors have 1 inch.
crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, look it up.
It would be sweet if we had a TV computer to
Look it up.
put those up on the screen.
Well, check the show notes. We'll post it in the show notes.
Check the show notes.
Yeah, we'll post a YouTube link.
Guys, I have a question brought to you by Peter. Again, if you guys want a good Peter question.
Sure.
Hit me.
All right, you're abducted for a week. Would you rather your abductor be an alien or Bigfoot?
You're
Alien.
getting taken back after a week.
You return after a week.
I think I go alien.
I'm going alien
What are they
because somebody
gonna-
made a really good point to me the other day, and I may have said it last week, but yeah, I'm going alien.
What are they?
What
gonna-
was
the
your point?
What are they going to do to
The
you?
point was, this is that really smart guy. He told me, he was like, no, dude,
George?
I love the idea. Yeah. George told me, I love the idea that,
Was his last name Soros?
yeah. He's like, I like the idea of Bigfoot. I don't want them to find it because once they find it, then we just have another primate in the woods.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, you're right.
Yeah, but just because you get abducted by a Bigfoot doesn't make him stop being Bigfoot.
Yeah, but then you know that there's just another monkey dude running around the woods.
Yeah, but do you know how
Unless
many
he's
people have
not
been
gone,
abducted
dude.
by Bigfoot?
Also, is getting abducted by an alien in a way getting abducted by Bigfoot? Isn't it all one and the same potentially?
Potentially.
Ooh.
I disagree.
Based off of inside sources.
Mm.
I
disagree.
think that I would rather be abducted by Bigfoot because if you're abducted by an alien, chances are they're coming back.
And they're probing you.
You said they were
And you're
coming
getting
back.
Probed. No. You're coming back.
Reminds me
Yes.
of episode 1
I
of
just
South Park.
self-edited myself.
The people that get abducted, typically the aliens don't leave them alone after one abduction,
Preemptive
That's true.
edit.
Why? What is this based on? And why?
based off of reported
Okay, fair
alien
enough.
encounters.
Why?
It's like a lifelong journey of, I guess they're studying you specifically, and so like people, like I was abducted when I was a little kid, then they came back when I was.
So here's my
17.
thing. If I'm abducted by aliens, that's a horrible thing, and that would make me maybe choose Bigfoot. However, if I'm abducted by Bigfoot, what's he doing with me?
That face. He's
Well-
taking you to his nest.
And
Feeding you rabbits.
Dressing you up like little Sasquatch.
am I like a baby in his arms and he's feeding me? That's what scares me about being abducted by Bigfoot. I know why aliens would abduct me to study me, but I don't know why Bigfoot would abduct me. That's scary to me. The unknown.
Yeah,
you
but
don't know about Woods Wives.
No.
You're right.
what's Woods Wives?
That's what happens to. You haven't seen Willow Creek, have you?
These trail
No,
people
I
again?
want to see it.
Dude, we should watch the movie.
That's the one
But
that you and Justin were talking about?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
It's like one of the best. Like the whole movie's about women that go missing around Willow Creek because Bigfoot takes them and uses them as woods wives.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Is if he takes me, he's probably thinking I'm a woods
Is
wife.
it like a relationship, or is it like I'm
Yeah,
using you
I
as
have
a
a
tool?
feeling it's like a relationship.
I don't think they call that a relationship.
I would prefer a relationship than a tool.
Well,
Than a tool.
yeah,
I agree.
I guess.
I mean, well, I don't know if I agree.
I don't know if tools.
He's
the right
like,
word.
You're not done with the dishes yet.
He's Yoda.
that was my Bigfoot voice. I thought that was a really good Bigfoot voice.
Don't they have like samurai voices or
that's
something?
a solid Bigfoot.
I mean,
voice.
in the context of the thing, the ones that they have filmed, like, but I can't do that for like you haven't done the dishes yet.
I mean, Steven, please
Sure, you
do the
can't give it a
dishes.
shot.
Yeah. Wait, why am I the wife here?
You said you were.
You're a woods wife.
You want the relationship.
If I,
What is that? Oh, the dog.
He said. You
given
want
the
to-
choice, I would rather be a wife. No, I don't. I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
Hey, what kind of wife would you like to be this week? That part of the show.
No, but like, would you rather be a wife to a Bigfoot or have being probed by aliens that will come
I'm
back
scared of
for
what
you.
probed looks like. Is it just a brain thing?
I don't know, dude. I was listening to an encounter to this week, and the guy said it was like he had regret. Oh, I think you probably listened to the same thing. It was on the Haunted Cosmos podcast, where it's like the guy was regression therapy thing that I really want Ben to do for his childhood and all the weird stuff there.
Sure.
He was doing this after these alien encounters, and he's like screaming in pain, and the alien talks into his head and says like, "Why do you even scream? You're not going to remember any of this." And so he's like in this horrible
What does the
agony and
alien
everything.
sound like?
It's just in his head. I don't know.
Probably like his own voice.
And so it's like
'Cause after
'Cause
all,
he's
we
crazy.
are the aliens.
that's not anything good that's going on. You're not enjoying yourself there.
Sure.
So I don't know, dude. It's terrifying to me. Alien just freaked me out.
So you'd rather be a woods wife with
Be-
Bigfoot?
A platonic Woods wife.
Doesn't exist.
All right. Well, then, probably if given those options, probably alien because Bigfoots are big guys.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. What's he? That's my concern.
I don't like this.
Steve, you did the wheeze laugh.
Did he have any other questions?
blow it away.
Did he? Yeah. Is there anything else he wanted us to talk about?
Well, in his hypothetical, you're in a cage for Bigfoot. You're just like locked in a cage, and he
You
feeds
could have said that earlier.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, dude, that was a pretty key factor.
for like food. I'd rather be food. I'm okay being food.
Would you rather be food for a Bigfoot or food for an alien?
Bigfoot.
I'd rather be food for both of them because I don't want to be probed or I don't want to do whatever. I don't. I'd rather be.
Why
eaten.
is it like
Not
our
alive?
most inherent fear is like
Don't say it.
going down that road and not
Careful.
like you mangle my like I would rather lose both of my arms than
Dude,
be a
it's-
Bigfoot wife.
I don't know if we can talk about that here.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
How? Anyways, what's the next question?
What's your question, Dan?
Yeah,
I was just gonna ask, what's the tenure of being abducted?
like how long?
Yeah.
He said a week.
Oh, a week.
In the hypothetical?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
week.
dude, it's a week. I forgot that factor. I'm still going with aliens.
Me too.
Yeah,
Because I already know they exist.
And you get to see all the cool technology.
yeah.
Do you know what's really interesting?
Good point.
I was talking to
Plus, aliens are kind of a big thing right now. Sorry, go ahead.
I was talking to my
You'd be more popular than if you were talking about Bigfoot. Go ahead.
I was talking to my son about this week, and it's just really interesting. There's a branch of like ufology, which is UFOlogy, where they think that these aliens planted us here as like worker bees to harvest gold from the earth. Okay,
That's a weird theory.
that's the weird theory. But all throughout time, humans have this innate desire for gold specifically. Like as advanced as our society is right now, as far along as we've gone, everything comes back down to who has the prettiest rocks.
It's shiny.
Right. Like, why gold? Why not any other? Like, why do we value gold more than silver? Why do we value gold more than?
Rarity.
I don't know.
I think part of it comes down to rarity. But you're also right.
I think we were programmed that way.
I think we were programmed that way
Oh,
to mine
really?
it for the aliens because they
Oh
need it
my
for their
gosh.
microchips.
So everyone that's buying gold for their retirement is just buying gold for aliens' retirement,
They probably are aliens.
The more gold you have, the more likely you're going to be taken.
or the more likely you're an alien.
Do you know what's really
All these
interesting?
Costco people that are buying up their gold bars, they're hosed.
Yeah,
Probed.
they're coming for you.
Yeah.
If you have gold, aliens will get you, and probably give you a reward because you've been doing your job really well.
We need to get a silver advertisement on here for how much we're dogging gold right now.
You know what's crazy?
Do we have a
My wife is
sponsor?
telling me about this, and she's very conspiratorial.
Nope. Sponsors?
They left us.
Not this week,
Shocker.
since whatever that was last time with you guys.
You didn't send me the text, Steve.
But-
Go ahead.
Like in the 80s and 90s, gold is like your wedding ring needs to be gold. You wear gold jewelry. Gold is like it's gold, you know. And then starting with like the early 2000s, there's societal shift of like the mainstream. I don't know what it is, but the powers that be are like gearing us to not desire gold nearly as much. And so you can look at that and like you have a gold ring because you're weird, but do
Yeah.
my wife's
I'm ready.
wedding ring is not gold.
He's
Like,
millions.
The jewelry, we never use gold jewelry or anything. Like sconces that are gold, everyone's going like matte black and stuff. It's like gold
Yeah.
is just completely, we've been brainwashed to not desire gold as much. And the conspiracy behind it is because people are trying to hoard
Yeah.
all the gold for themselves because the end times are coming or whatever the case is. Not necessarily.
I've
the
never
end
heard
times,
anybody
but-
say that. So
Yeah.
I just think it's one of those cultural shifts that happens. Like,
It'll
I don't
be
think
back.
forever it was gold.
It's been gold forever.
I mean, I get that people have been interested in gold forever, but I don't think people were designing their houses with gold chandeliers forever. Am I wrong?
Read the Old Testament.
well, how many
I'm
chandeliers?
not talking. You said the 70s.
No,
I think he's had all time.
we did it in the 70s to reflect like
What about we
this is
what were we
this
doing
is
in the
not a
40s?
real gold chandelier,
Well, yeah.
What about this?
Duh.
but that is. But we do that
Gold
to
bullion?
show like how extravagant we are, and look at the castles in.
So you're saying the nicest
Ancient
houses now are
paintings and
not
stuff?
showing gold; they're showing their matte black
exactly
stuff. Yeah, that's a good point.
or brushed nickel or whatever
Sure.
the case is. But that's never been the case. Gold has always been we show this for wealth or whatever. No, am I alone
No,
on that?
I think.
I mean,
I'm
I
just-
think
you might
it's
be
a
onto
trend.
something. It's a-
but I think, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if would that drive the price up of gold if people
No.
are-
Not if people aren't
No.
buying it.
If people are disinterested, you got the supply and demand. And back to you in the studio.
unless it's because they don't. Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
It's just weird.
It is.
Like never in time has gold not been desired, but now it's considered like gaudy.
Or
Like if you go
kinda
into a
old,
house and it's got gold everywhere, you're like, dude, these people are gaudy.
like
I feel like a lot of people moved away from gold rings because they don't want their fingers to fall off if they slip on a counter or something. You know, ever since Jimmy Fallon lost his finger,
It's true. Ring of Virgin.
ring
Avulsion.
Avulsion.
I should know.
Ring
that.
aversion is when you don't want to get married.
Yeah, dude. We've all had. Never mind.
I never have.
Gotten married.
No, had an aversion to it.
What
Marriage.
about an avulsion?
Ugh.
You got married when you were 24?
Is that right?
I'm asking. Oh no, you would have been 23.
Yeah, it sounds right.
'Cause it was
23,
11.
24, yeah. Yeah.
23 is young.
Did you know that if you have a lot of people are buying titanium and tungsten rings? If you get into like an accident or whatever and they need to cut your ring off, they can't cut those things. Tungsten
Yeah,
or
I
titanium
bought
is too
one
hard.
and then I got rid of it because
They're
of
so
that.
cheap. You can buy a nice like titanium or tungsten ring for like $100,
But question on that.
but they have to put it in a vise, which means they're putting your finger in a vise and crack it.
But
Sucks.
aren't diamonds the most like the hardest stones?
That's what
Yes.
they say, right?
So then why wouldn't that be able to cut tungsten?
I don't know.
That's a really good point.
I don't know.
I think diamond's the hardest naturally occurring, so maybe tungsten is a synthetic,
Interesting.
that's a good point.
but I don't know.
We should have a computer out here to Google stuff.
It'd be great if we did.
Have you in your 3 days on the force had to ever
2.5.
crack somebody's ring?
2.5. No.
That's good.
Have you in
Or
your
cut
2.5 days
2.5.
successfully made it downstairs?
Once or twice.
It's nice.
How many hours did you sleep on your cot those 2.5 days?
I was woken up once on the first day, and the next day I slept the whole night through. It was
So do
great.
you share cots? Are they common cots, or does yours
No.
say Lukey on it? And
Well, they have like 6 bunks, and each bunk has 2 beds. But luckily, everyone gets a room to themselves. You just put your name on a little whiteboard outside. It's not like your room for
so
the
it's
whole.
like a hotel.
Kinda.
Is that why it's called a bunk bed? Because it's like the beds that go in the bunks. This is the first time I've hit that in my brain.
Bunks. Nope. Don't touch it.
I don't know
touch
which.
it.
I don't know which one.
Yeah, you got to hit
I-
the first.
Do you guys
First
play?
one
Yeah.
had to do it.
No? Do you guys
I
know why
like
it's called a
that.
fortnight?
I remember you telling me this. This is one of your favorite things to tell.
It's one of my favorites ones.
It's like 2 weeks or something. I forget.
It is
why.
2 weeks.
Why is it called?
I'll be back in a fortnight, something like that. I don't know.
That is a way to say it.
But why did they say that?
Because it's 14 nights.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, a third night,
Dude, I always thought it was like had something to do with like your shift at the fort that you had to do and stuff.
So why they named the game Fortnite that?
Yeah, why did they? Because you get so addicted to it, you play it straight for 14 nights.
Dude, my kids are in Fortnite now hard.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old wakes up at 7 o'clock on the dot, and
Did
he
you guys
tries to
ever
wake
play
up.
it?
No.
I played it like
I can't get into those games.
less than
that are
10
so
times.
fast.
I'm not good at it.
I can't
Although
get
I did
into
win
games
one
so
time
fast.
with a buddy.
My brother let me play it
carried
one
me.
time. My brother's good at that kind of stuff, but I can't. It's too. I don't know. It's not fun because everyone's like,
Really good.
I got
It's
way
too- yeah.
into Call of Duty, and I like those because it's like 6-on-6. So it's
yeah,
they're just real quick. And if you die, you get to play immediately.
I do like the concept of being like last man standing out of 100 because it's very similar to
Battlefield.
Yeah.
Weren't you way into Battlefield?
Battle-
dude. Me and
What's
Dan
the-
were. It was so much fun.
what's that Katniss Everdeen movie?
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games.
Hunger Games.
I like that kind of concept where everyone's just dying off and you have
Yeah.
to survive till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I lose really fast.
Dan and I played Battlefield for a while. That was a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a lot of fun. Now we're adults.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. When I was
But in
Yeah, I didn't know you knew that. It
Come
was
on.
made before you were born. But like having kids, you try to like be the 20-year-old that you were before kids and like still play video games and stuff. I never had the time. I'm just exhausted by the end of the day.
yeah,
Takes us like 3 hours to put the kids to sleep, so nothing gets done.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy to me. I just drop him in his crib and leave. And then if he cries, he cries.
Baths
So, like,
every
Dude,
night.
I wish that we did that method.
What do you do?
Not every night.
What takes 3 hours? Well, actually, maybe you don't want to tell us what.
Is just the routine and then coming out of the room a million times if you do leave. So half the time
Do you
just wait.
wait for them to sleep?
Sometimes not. Depends on how it's going.
Oh,
Sometimes I can just say goodnight and it's done. Other times we'll be there forever.
and you and your wife do it together?
No.
Oh, that's rough.
Mm-hmm. And then
I
one might
remember
wake
when I
up the
had a
other one.
Next topic.
You're just knocking them out.
Hey, I have a question for you guys,
No, you don't.
and we might just
You're making this
totally bypass this topic because it's pretty boring. And if we don't have a lot of time left, we can just say skip it.
We'll never get to an hour. It's taking forever.
Again, really boring, but
All right. Yeah.
it's just been on my mind.
Keep
So,
talking about how boring it is before you mention what it is.
you guys know how like
Next week on the pod, Sean's back.
you guys know. Are you guys familiar with Steve Jobs?
Yes. I've
Heard
heard
of
of
him.
him.
You've heard of him?
Yeah, the Apple guy.
Yeah, he did something.
Dan
with,
looks so
like,
mad
apples.
at you right now.
He really does because he's an Android user. What a loser. You guys remember
Didn't even come to mind.
when?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah,
Messed
spoiler
up,
alert,
messed
man.
up.
Gosh. So remember when that was like when he was around, everything was cool, and now everything's lame.
Yeah.
What happened to that? Are
He
we
died.
are we at a point in society where nothing is interesting, or is nothing as interesting as it used to be? That's my question.
I think you are just in a point of your life where you're starting to
Think about what you're
become
about to say.
a curmudgeon.
Think about what you're about to say.
Look at
Is
the
it speaking
sky.
life?
Look at the sky outside. It's unbelievable. If you don't find coolness in the sky,
Are you trying to be Steve Jobs right now?
Who's the Steve Wickhouse? The other
Wozniak.
Steve Wozniak. He was
That's-
giving a commencement speech, and he said,
Thanks for just ignoring my question. That's cool.
No, it's actually a really good question. I was thinking about how to approach it.
I think
Go ahead
the
with your
fact
interim
that
topic.
he
Well,
was
okay.
Yeah, while you guys think, let me tell you this.
No,
He was
yeah,
giving
well.
a commencement speech, and he said Apple would have failed. But while I was in college, I was trying to take all these classes, and I didn't get one of the classes. I needed an elective. And so it ended up what he took was calligraphy. And he's like, this is such a waste of my time. I don't want to take calligraphy. This is the dumbest thing ever.
Now, like everything that.
And because he took calligraphy, he added fonts into his word processor, and in doing that, that's what made Apple skyrocket, and that's what got them to where they are, and
Whoa.
all this stuff. So it's like the weird places that life takes you. Like, just embrace the ride, embrace the beauty in the sky. You never know what's gonna happen.
Dude,
That's
full
brilliant.
circle. What's your point, Dan?
I think now, you know how there's always like the camera upgrades, but they all actually look the same. I
Yeah.
just feel like that no one's come up with like something that's actually very different.
That's because we got our
But I feel like the companies also are competing so much and have to release so fast that there is no time to upgrade anything. So they're not even taking the time to do something that's.
But didn't they
actually
do
cool.
that in the past? It was every year or whatever.
Yeah, but everything was like, so it's all now like operating speeds because the programs are getting.
But that's what
they themselves are increasing at such a rate.
And they're better than the eyes already. So
are you
what
saying
more can they really do?
You
But that's
wanted
what I'm
new
saying.
design?
No, I'm just saying.
One thing they could do is better zooms.
They added
That is
another
true. I
think that's-
camera.
but that's all they're
way
doing is
better-
camera stuff.
And way better slow motion.
I think they could do real camera lenses so that they're not all
Right.
pixely.
Guys, you're missing my point.
Guys, I use the iPhone camera literally every day for my work, and it's incredible.
It's absolutely-
It is
in,
it's
the
an
zoom
incredible camera.
out.
Do you do 30 times
is-
zoom and keep that photo?
Why
But
do I
it's a-
need to do 30
He's
times?
an Android.
No, nobody
guy.
zooms
Just-
in that far. It's.
I did today because I had to read a bumper sticker.
Oh wow.
You creeper.
You know what it said?
What?
I'd rather be hacking my leg off in the Saw bathroom.
Wow.
I know. That's why I had to zoom in and check out that I was reading it right.
This is why you were driving?
No, I was at work.
That is the
definitely-
craziest bumper sticker I've
Wait,
ever
you're at
heard
work,
of.
you're looking out your windows, zooming in on. You're tagging on
Dan,
like
do you have
eagle
those
eye.
reports ready? Just see him
Almost.
zooming out his window. Oh, sorry, what? But seriously, so like back then they probably would have said like, oh, there's nothing that cool to increase. Are you saying now they're just doing all this processing stuff because like we've reached a point where that's the most impressive thing?
So like, yeah, you think about film, and I've talked about this on the podcast several times, but the film in the 90s, right? And then you go over the film in 2000s, and we hit that high definition
Plateau, kinda.
1080p
Peak.
peak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now everything is filmed, and they can make 4K, they can make ultra high def 8K or whatever, but the layman person can't distinguish between the two.
I understand, but
So they're the camera, the processing speed, the apps, like you've already created this new universe.
they probably would have said that in the 40s. I don't know when they came up with like talkies or whatever, like the movies that people.
Talkies?
Isn't that what they called the talkie
Yeah,
movies?
Yeah,
that's what
it
they
is.
used to call 'em.
Like when they came out with movies like that, everyone was like, "We've hit the pinnacle. Like this is it." So
Yeah, but
isn't there like another like I don't know like a I don't know.
I mean, right
like-
now it's all AI stuff. So with all the processing things, like I don't think we need it to look any better, but the AI is a huge driver.
yeah.
And then also for video games and stuff, they're like so real. But if you want to add VR and use massive processing,
I'm just saying like there was like it was. I remember I think I talked about this with somebody.
Where they,
recently.
like, shine the
the
wa-
watch
the wa-
was a big thing. Like
Or-
the watch was like, oh my gosh, like there's a phone on your wrist.
Right.
That was kind of like I was talking with you about that, wasn't
I think so.
I? And but there's nothing like
Well, they did Apple Glass, and they're working through all that and everything.
what is that?
doing that
the
again.
glasses that it like projects?
Yeah,
the
something like
display
that.
stuff on.
Like that would be the next level of like, whoa, we've entered
they've
a
done
new,
that.
They've done
They're
that.
just
Like,
working on
they've
it.
done that,
but
and failed,
making
like,
it
3
available
times.
to every consumer like an iPhone
yeah.
and or a watch or whatever. Like of course there's going to be like products that are $10,000.
This is also really interesting for you to say right as they're creating Neuralink.
I was
so
just thinking that. Do we?
We've talked about it earlier.
Are we linked up already?
yeah, I think we are.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I have really bad Bluetooth connectivity, so I'm not with you a lot of time.
You guys are linked?
Yeah, Neuralink.
Well, we'll all be able to just telepathically talk to each other.
I don't like that.
yeah, Dan's definitely getting Neuralink.
Dude, you are definitely Neuralinked. You might be.
Are you already lunked?
Yeah, dude. Did
Maybe.
you? Dude, he's definitely already linked.
Have we ruled out the fact that Dan might be an alien?
No.
No.
Let's not talk about it.
He did say he's got a lot of gold.
What is
I did
what
not
is
say
the evidence?
That's the point.
Actually, he's just weird. Look at it. His little alien
biggest-
ears right now.
They're headphones.
He's wearing
Yeah,
a green
right.
shirt.
I swear.
What are you hiding?
Turn around. Let us see the back of your head. You always get people to shave the back of your head when you're cutting your hair. Is that so
Actually-
that we don't hit your Neuralink?
That's a good
I
point.
mean, is
I
that-
feel like
Is
that
so
would be
you don't
opposite of.
And-
you got to be real careful when you're cutting the back of your head so that you don't hit the Neuralink. So you're having other people do it for you so that you don't mess it
There
up.
you go. Way to
You know what?
rework
That's
that.
and he also gets really angry if people pants him.
Dude, that's true.
What is there an
That's
I don't
entire-
want
true.
you to see the controls.
Wrong one.
my gosh.
It's,
I'm, that kind of pretty lame attempt at proving Dan was an alien made me really think that Steven might actually be the alien.
Guys, I'm not an alien, okay?
No, Steve loves getting pantsed.
I told you guys already.
That
I was
is true.
afraid of aliens. I don't like them.
Right.
Yeah.
So do we curb
was-
stomp this episode and put an end to it, or what do we do? I mean,
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Ben
Yeah.
is in a completely different person when we have a guest on. He's like
That's true.
happy. He
You need to
jokes with people.
understand that I'm here to stay.
I love having guests.
I'm just depressed. I got schooled
Jeez.
politically today.
Still in tune, dude.
Nice, dude. Okay. Well, while you're out there this week, guys and girls in podcast land, just remember that even if you have nothing to talk about, you should still record it and put it on the internet because somebody might listen to it. And if that one person finds one moment of enjoyment and a little bit of entertainment throughout their pretty mundane lives,
It was worth it.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about this podcast.
Sure.
So blessings to you all out there, and Godspeed.
Be safe out there.